The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
From Houston, Texas, the Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 914. The Whiskey Brothers, Slade Ham, Rob Bungle, Sam Damaris, Trey Tutson. Welcome back from Miami. When last we left you were mid-story. We're going to come back to that.
Eventually,
I promise we're going to.
Because we got to, yeah.
There's a, I felt like we left people hanging slightly on the last episode.
Okay.
And that's not, I mean, it
We
wasn't.
left at least 5 women hanging.
It was, you don't know that. I'm sure one
Do
of
you
them.
hate every bit of this?
So,
okay, all right.
all right. So the
Is
last.
this mine?
Yeah, that's yours.
What are you trying to do to me?
I didn't pour it.
Oh, Sam poured it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your second.
Um,
We're like 3 or 4.
This episode is happening right now on a Monday night. You're going to catch it on Thursday or Friday, depending on when you're listening. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on all the pertinent places. You can also subscribe here. Some of you guys were gifting some subscriptions. If y'all don't stop spelling Henry's name with an I, that is very weird.
Oh, that's messed up.
Gift them to some people, but also encourage some other people to come over and hang out with us. And if you follow, that'll tell you how to get the notifications when we go live all the time. I want to jump right to our guest. We have him via Zoom, so we should do it. We'll talk about the whiskey we're drinking after the fact. He's been a guest on the podcast before. He's a fantastic stand-up comic. He also has a couple of movies, but Punching the Clown is my favorite, and then there's some more after that. He can tell us about it. Please welcome to the show, friend of the Whiskey Brothers, Henry Phillips.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hello, sir.
Man, I wish I was there with you.
Good to see your
And I
face.
can't. I got caught in my car here because I was doing my taxes, and it's the one time it was going like 3 hours. So I was like, well, I got to go, and so I'm in my car, so I can't do shots of whiskey, unfortunately.
Well, you don't have to do a shot, but you do look like a chiropractor who's about to tell me about voter fraud.
Yeah, I wasn't able to. You know, that reminds me of a quick, funny thing. I was always a fan of Bill Burr, of course, as probably a lot of people are.
Yes,
and I was sitting next to him on the plane one time. But you know how when you meet somebody who you're a big fan of, you're insecure about what they think of you, or at least I am anyway. And
Yeah.
I remember I was going to Montreal, and I had gotten a DUI way back in like 2004, and I was going for the comedy festival, and I didn't want them to stop me, or like to ask, like pull me aside or whatever. So I went out of my way to make myself look as basically as square as possible. I had like khakis with like a tucked in polo shirt, and then I had like really short hair, and I put glasses on. But it was funny because I was like, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to not make them think I'm a guy who gets DUIs. And so yeah, and I was like, but I was going, man, Bill Burr must think I'm just the most square chiropractor or whatever the hell kind of guy. Anyway, I was trying to talk about metal and all that stuff, and I'm sure he wasn't buying any of it.
Oh yeah. Sure you are. Sure. I don't know why I'm doing Jay Leno.
Wow, yeah, that was
But Jay Leno and Bill Burr are just like it's a pitch off. Like it's just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
one's funny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Ouch.
One has a lot of cars.
Fair enough. What's happening? Are you? I assume is the acting world open right now?
Well, I would probably not know if it was or not, but yeah, before the pandemic.
Have you heard any friends doing anything?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I haven't heard much. I've heard some voiceover stuff. I know there were a couple of shows going. Superstore was going. They just did a whole season, and there's a few comics on that one. Steve Agee and Johnny Pemberton and Colton Dunn. And, but I mean that. I think the really, really big part of the business is going, but I'll bet it's slowed down a lot. But I think it's coming back.
I miss your Silicon Valley ponytail.
Oh man,
yeah, right.
That's all.
Yeah,
I want.
I was really happy, but before the pandemic, because I felt like, okay, I've got some momentum going. I got about 7 or 8 episodes of an HBO show. I can turn that into something. I always thought that's the whole thing. You get that one, and then now you're on the momentum, but then the whole thing got pretty much squashed.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna
You
start
get the
from
one, and
scratch.
next thing you know, you're Ant-Man. That's how it works in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, but I'd like to get back out there. But in the meantime, I'm just trying to do my own stuff. I've got my Patreon going. I have my kitchen videos that I do, a couple of them every month.
Yes.
Yeah, the kitchen stuff makes me laugh.
I'm
harder
gonna incorporate one when we
thanks.
do you, what is your favorite when I air the episode? I'll slip in I may actually fit in an episode of Henry's Kitchen because I'm such a fan. I've actually given your cookbook away it's one of my favorite White Elephant gifts.
Wow, that's great.
I'm a big fan. Henry is the worst cook in the best. Or the best. I don't know how to explain what you do, but if you're a fan of awkward timing and that sort of dry humor, it's just artfully done.
Henry's Kitchen sounds like where Daredevil fights crime.
That's
Well, I'll tell you right now, the one I did with Brendan Walsh has grown on me very, very nicely. Wait, why did I phrase it that way? That sounds I'm saying it's aging well. I watched it again recently, and I was like, that one is pretty funny. Brendan Walsh was hilarious as a guy that I hired as a DJ to come DJ my St. Patrick's Day party, but nobody shows up, and I serve him my shitty food, and he played it pretty much perfectly. But yeah, so it's called I think it's Henry's traditional full-on English breakfast. That's what it is.
Oh boy.
What inspires you to do that? Like, are you actually outside of the YouTube? Are you a decent cook, or is it total shit show?
You know what? I'm not, man. I don't know what it is.
Actually,
it's
how
an
he
instinct that I
prefers
don't have. I'm like a lot of friends of mine, because I'm a musician, and a lot of friends of mine say, I've been playing guitar for 20 years and I've never gotten good at it. And I never really understood that, but with cooking, I can get it, because like I still screw it up, even though I'm going by the book. I'm doing the directions by the book.
Well, I think that's the problem.
Like,
you're calling them directions, and that might be your first.
I do the instructions.
Yeah, I see your first problem.
Yes. Turn
it's a
left on
model
paprika. Turn right on brown sugar.
I think people that know how to cook just know. They're just like, I'm not going to let that thing tell me how long I'm going to cook it, because they don't know what temperature my oven is or whatever it is. But I don't know that kind of stuff. And
you don't know what my dash is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Those instructions in a recipe are just suggestions, and you just adjust accordingly.
I guess so. But I don't know how to. I don't have that little instinct to just sort of wing it like that.
No, you just gotta taste as you go on the way through and be like, yeah. Okay.
No, actually, don't get good. The videos are too funny. Actually, stay bad. Stay a poor cook.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen if the meatballs came out the way they should. I think it would be a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, there's a million videos on how to do things correctly.
Watching a video. Yeah.
There's a million videos on how to do things right.
Yeah.
Robert, you and Henry should collaborate and do. You should.
Next time you're in town, you'll come by my restaurant, and I'll show you how to really fuck things up.
Yeah, Henry, y'all are gonna make chili together. Here's the thing: Rob loves beans.
God damn it!
Oh, that's a good question. Beans or no beans in chili?
Oh, you know what? People have gotten in big battles over that.
Oh, it's not a big deal here.
Fights.
It's not a big deal here.
I remember when I actually you just told me you just reminded me what made me make the videos to begin with, because I was watching a video of a guy making chili, and he was clearly in his grandma's attic or something like that.
Rob
and it was really darkly lit, and he was talking about, okay, I'm going to be teaching you how to make traditional chili. Now, some people argue, should you have beans? Should you not? Listen, I've had a lot of people try to give me all, and I just remember going, wow, that's such a huge deal in this guy's life. Not the fact that he's living in his grandma's attic, but just whether you're supposed to put beans in there or not. And it cracked me up. But I'm a big fan of beans. And you guys are down there. You guys are down there in Texas, where
bean country.
I mean, I know in Louisiana they're big on the red beans, right?
Yes, sir.
yeah, I can't do without that. That's
Weird.
good
Why-
stuff.
Dude, you got red beans, you got those Mexican borracho beans,
Navy.
you got pinto beans, you got
Pinto beans are great.
there's so many beans centric to this part of the country.
Kidney beans and kidney beans only, though.
There are literally hundreds of beans that have no business being in chili.
This is funny.
Well, coffee beans, I would say no. That's weird.
Mr. Bean, there are so many.
You know what? There was a
Francis
lady,
Bean, I think you can put her in my chili.
Yes, sir.
there was a lady in South Africa, I think, or no, what am I saying? South America, who said that she saw Mr. Bean in her chili. I think that was the way I read it, and it was some kind of a religious sign.
And you can now buy that chili on eBay for $4,000.
Yeah.
We got Jerry Wayne popping in like, beans are great, just not in chili.
Yeah.
Brother, that's the fiber that makes me able to pass that shit.
Beans on
Yeah.
beans and chili
Yeah,
is
that's right.
white people's sugar on grits. I really think about that. That shit'll cause a division in the house.
Yeah, I'll just.
Yeah, man.
Wait. Sugar goes on grits.
There you go.
I love
Yes,
grits.
come on, get in. Get in the pool. Get in the pool.
I can eat it either way. I'm bi-gritual. Nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I eat salt and butter, sugar. I don't give a shit. I put all of it in there.
Amen. Amen.
What you put on your grits, Henry?
Oh, definitely butter. I don't mind a little bit of pepper.
Where you
Yeah.
from? Where you from originally?
Well, I am originally from New York City, but my dad's from Virginia, so that's where the
What?
grits part came from. We've been
Yeah,
eating that our whole life.
Butter's good. Black pepper goes on grits. That's fine. I can do butter and black pepper.
Yeah.
But the sugar goes on grits.
Henry,
And,
we brought you here to chastise your eating habits.
Yeah, the sugar I didn't know about, but
Just try it
yeah, I
once,
mean,
bro. Try it once.
I'd be down to try it.
It'll fuck up your
Yeah.
life.
Bro, you already fuck up meals. Just do whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know why you can't be picky if your whole show is you fucking up food with the motherfucking
know.
instructions. This motherfucker, you like an IKEA builder.
A lot of times I'll fuck up something like recently I was making peanut butter cookies. Okay, here's the nightmare. Because a week ago I tried to make peanut butter cookies and they came out ridiculous for whatever reason. I don't know if it was the baking soda or something, but they blew up like these giant muffins or something like that.
That sounds
And
great.
so I took a picture of them and put them on Instagram, and people liked it. And I was like, okay, well, that's going to be my dish. This is perfect. I tell you guys, I tried to recreate it, and the first pass, these peanut butter cookies came out perfect. Like they were picture perfect, beautiful. And I was like, this is the Henry's Kitchen nightmare. I've got to be done with this video by tonight to upload it, and it looks fucking good. And even though it didn't taste good, it doesn't matter. It looked good.
It looked perfect.
And so I had to start them all over again and try to experiment with the baking soda to get that same look that I had.
just got 3 cans of baking soda.
By the way, this
Totally, yeah.
is how crack was invented.
Yeah.
What was he trying to hook the black community on muffins?
Trial and
Oh, it
error.
was just some black dude trying to recreate a recipe, and then he was like, "Oh, that gets me really high." By the way,
You know, I like.
you meant how the
know what?
government did it.
I like cocaine in my grits. I really do.
no one doubts that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You only say that because it looks like sugar in a Waffle House.
Yeah.
Henry, we didn't just bring you here to talk about your cooking. What else is
Okay.
there anything else going on in your world? I know we got a bunch of stuff to get to too, but
Um,
what else is happening?
So yeah, it's a time of reinvention. You know, it's like I'm 50. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but as a comic, I can't go out there and talk about how I can't meet girls anymore. And that was pretty much my act for 20 years. It's not honest. It's not who I am. And also once you're well into your 50s, it's like, well, fix it, buddy. You know, we're tired of hearing about this. You know, when you're 38, it's cute because, you know, there's still some hope, you know, left. But
You
after
think
a
it's
certain
cute?
point, it's like, dude, I don't want to listen to some guy talking about how he can't meet girls. He shouldn't be meeting girls. Like,
Oh.
You should be off the
So-
market.
That must be the white curve if you think it's cute at 38. I know in black years that is embarrassing. Nigga, you can't meet a bitch at 38.
Hold on, motherfucker. It is cute in black is at 38 because we look like we're 29 when we're 38.
Yeah, but when they find out you 38, they go, boy, you better get your shit together.
Yes.
Sam has to defend it from the other side of that 38. So anyway.
Yeah, so stand-up comedy's not going to happen until I get a whole new bunch of material, which I still want to do. But
Henry, I tell you this.
Talk about sugar on grits.
yeah, there you go.
Henry, it's I felt a lot of that about 6 or 7 months into all of this, and I took a date at the Improv, and I did a show, and I did a bunch of stuff I'd never done before, and it was because I knew I couldn't go. There was no way I was going to be able to fake my way through that old shit, and it's So just sit back until it feels right, and let all those thoughts percolate, and when they come out, they're going to come out so pure, and wait for it. There's no rush. This this game, you're in this for the long haul, bro.
Hey, Henry.
Yeah.
How many threesomes have you had?
Threesomes.
He missed the whole intro to this.
He just got married.
Trey just
I just want to know.
Trey just had a
You
five-some
skipped over
for his
twosomes
birthday.
and went right to threesomes.
Yeah, I mean, I figure you've had a few duos in your day.
I spent all day calculating my twosomes, thinking that was going to be a question on here, and you threw a curveball. No, I came. I mean, I think that we used to laugh at this too, because it's like having a threesome is a story. The story of almost having a threesome is just not a story. It's like a terrible story. But I have several of those.
Lots more of those.
Oh God.
Yeah,
almost.
It's literally the difference between a story and no story, and so I don't want to bore you with that.
It's
but
a fine line.
There were times. Well, there was one that I didn't have a hotel. I didn't have a place to go because I just was in between places at the time.
Did you have a car? I've had a threesome in my car.
Okay, well,
Yeah, but you're also this fucking
you know
big.
what?
yeah.
He ain't that tall. Look at that
We were
tiny ass
in a-
fucking Kia he's in. Where you in?
We were in a pickup truck at the time, but it had a cover on it. It wasn't mine, but it literally, like, we were outside.
I mean, excuses. That's what
we
the fuck I
would
mean,
have
Henry.
either. No, we needed a hotel, or we were just gonna do it right out on the sidewalk. Yeah.
Were these some Whopper Bill bitches? Like what size are these trifling ladies that you had fucking put together?
No,
Trey says this like he's out there like a general just commanding armies of men who are having threesomes all day, every day, and he can't understand how anybody could fall short on it. You couldn't pull a threesome off at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday at the Sharpstown Mall?
With a
You know,
truck.
the other thing that sucks about it is I didn't have a credit card. I was in my 20s.
All this
I
white
didn't
shit
have.
he's bringing up.
If I would have just had a fucking credit card, I could have gone to any hotel and figured out how to pay for it later. But I couldn't
What
even
is
do that.
credit got it? I fucked a bitch with a 460 credit score. I don't understand what credit
Not a
has.
score,
no,
a
you
card to
need
get
the
a
card.
hotel room.
Because that way it's like, look,
I
man.
wasn't saying they were asking for my credit.
Yeah, they were.
Why did you bring him a credit card? For the
No, because-
hotel?
yeah.
Oh, because
Trey,
I
if
didn't
you
have
have
money
a
to
credit
get
card,
hotel.
I know how this
you
works.
drop the credit card, and then at the end of the week, when you get paid for the gig, you're like, cool, I can fix that.
I got it. I
yeah.
went to Louisville with y'all. No,
It's
I'm fucking with y'all.
for incidentals, Trey.
I understand. What I'm trying to figure out is how you didn't pull this off and you had a vehicle to take these bitches to.
Not every
Well,
girl.
Let's hear this
We
excuse. I'm leaning in.
No, okay. Well, if you want the details, the juicy details, which weren't as juicy as I would have liked, I wasn't driving that night because I was drunk. One of the girls was driving, and I'm the bed of her truck had a cover on it, so we would have been lying
Fuck on the cover.
next to each other.
What about the front of the like Henry?
Trey,
We
you are.
tried that.
Trey, look,
We tried.
unlike you, not everybody's trying to F350.
That's Trey. Listen,
Yeah,
I gotta give him that.
you have so, like.
We tried to do the front. I think I ended up with a stick shift up my ass,
Yeah, there's a million
which wasn't
reasons.
so bad.
All right, fine, Henry.
That's not everybody is.
It was almost like a foursome at that point.
Actually, it was a 4-speed.
Yeah.
You do get an extra hand.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
had an emergency parking brake lever tickling my balls.
Well, my condolences to you, brother.
That's
Man. No, that was tough. And then,
Well, I'm
it's not easy. My hat's off to people that can pull that off.
You pulled off a marriage though in the midst of all of the. Did you get married during? How long has it been?
That's right. Yeah. We went to Joshua Tree, which is a beautiful desert location out here, and did it all socially distant. I didn't want to have a mob coming after me for being non-COVID friendly, so that's the last thing I wanted. Or even worse yet, people dying at my wedding. So,
yeah, there's also that.
Now there are a lot of people at that wedding. At that would-be wedding that I wouldn't have minded if they had gotten COVID, but that's a whole different thing.
Her side or yours?
I think that I got off easy because, we had 5 people. It was my best friend from high school, Deborah, her best friend, and her sister officiated the thing. And we partied like crazy the night before. We went to a great barbecue dinner out there, and that even during the pandemic, they had a live band because it was an all outdoor setup, and it was, in my opinion, better than it would have been if we had an actual traditional wedding. That
seems to be the way, right? How many people would have been there otherwise that you just simply couldn't invite because...
Yeah. I don't want to have to deal with that. It's hard enough when you're doing a show in your local hometown and you have to make sure that you're promoting it and everything. I didn't want to do any of that, Plus, I don't want to have a table with her Canadian cousins sitting with my relatives from God knows where that might bring up the T word.
What part of Canada?
She's from Kelowna, Canada, which is a small town up there.
What province?
It's beautiful up there.
Yeah, what province is Kelowna in?
Is that Alberta? I think it's.
They're Texas.
It's West Coast.
Yeah, they're either in BC or Alberta. Yeah. That's you picked the good side.
You know what? BC. It's BC.
I should know that. That's the good side, though. That's as long as it's not a Saskatchewan girl or there's some crazy ones in the middle. There's some. You did well going with BC.
Did you?
Ontario's all right.
Ontario has its moments, but BC is pop friendly and laid back and loving and happy.
You just don't want those snooty Quebec bitches.
Exactly.
Did you wear a suit?
Yeah.
You look like you wore shorts for your wedding.
I did. I had a blue blazer, and it wasn't necessarily a suit. It was like black pants, blue blazer, and a tie.
So you look like you look like you're from like a ambassador from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a vibe that tell me you'd get married like this. Bitches.
I forget. You don't know Henry. You don't know.
You've
Henry
never
like
met
this.
Henry. How I'm meeting Henry in his car with the sunset.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I think whatever I wore the same thing at my senior banquet in high school in 1987.
That's
it was
hilarious.
the same outfit.
If you're like me, I have one black suit that I've had since the first time I needed a suit.
You got to have one.
And then why?
If you ever get married, will it be in a gas station ad? At the end of
He's
your
gonna have the gas
Sam,
station.
come on, he gonna have a hat on.
Yeah.
You know it.
At the end of your ridiculous hypothetical, in the 0.0% chance that multiverse that happens, yes,
Yeah.
I'm wearing this hat.
Oh, okay.
100%.
And it's just gonna say just hitched on it.
Just hitch.
Yeah.
He says the 0.0. There's a 0.001, and just know that the day some girl actually melts his frozen heart and he actually proposes to someone, you two take a back seat because no one gets to come and drive that knife in his face before
As much
I
as
get.
you, yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna stand in.
He's gonna
But
get
after reception,
married.
when it's time to do a toast, sit down. Y'all handcuff.
Oh, that's a
Y'all
shame.
handcuff him,
We're
'cause I'll
sadly
fuck him
getting married at Joshua Tree, and it's just me and Henry Phillips and my wife and her friend, and
I'll
that's
be there.
the only.
Slade's gonna get married.
I'll come in with a drone and a speaker like a fucking 80s movie.
Yeah, Sam will be the Beast Man.
Yes!
Henry, anything else before we let you go? I appreciate you. I know we
sure.
got you sequestered in your car, and you're stuck like a hostage while the sun
I
sets in
know.
your
Well,
rearview mirror.
I feel bad. I hope this is a high budget enough visual.
Bro,
it
you're
is
at the
pretty
golden hour.
fascinating.
the lighting is perfect, and your stories are all we care about. We like communing with our friends.
You need to drink more water. You ain't sweating.
Oh yeah.
Your ass is dehydrated in that car, Henry.
The COVID is a hoax,
totally.
and you got to understand that the gay frogs and the hoax.
Yeah, stick an ice cube up your ass. It'll hydrate you quicker.
You look like what would happen if Chad Prather was funny.
Oh yeah. Well, the only other thing that I'm doing, going back to that reinvention thing, I also have another show that I launched during the pandemic. It's called The Highwayman.
Oh, that's very.
And it's
very funny.
It's a satirical web series. I'm specifically trying to make fun of shows from the early '80s, like Highway to Heaven with Michael Landon, which I'm fascinated by.
Yeah.
And a little bit $6 Million Man. It's the show. My show jumped the shark after the second episode. Like I was just like, let's just fuck it, let's just jump it. We don't know if we're gonna have it, but it's all on Patreon. It's Highwayman show, and
do you have a sword and
I'm
pistol
having
by
a
your
lot
side?
of fun with it. What's that?
So do you have a sword and pistol by your side?
No, it's
he was a
the
dam builder,
Highwayman,
Sam.
The most physical it's gotten is I had a chase scene in the last episode, but I had a stuntman do the chase because I have a lower back situation I'm dealing with. So I had to get a buddy of mine because there's a wig, so he put on the wig.
Have you and you've had some? Have you had some? Are there some comics we know that have guest starred? Or
oh yeah, let's see. Who would you guys know? Well, Chris Fairbanks was in the last one.
We know Chris
Fairbanks. Let's see who else. Do you guys know Patrick Keane? Did he ever go through there?
I did the Seattle International Comedies competition with Patrick Keane. Funny man.
Patrick. Steve Byrne did one. You know Steve Byrne.
You know
Steve
Byrne?
was hilarious. Yeah. Brendan Walsh also. Do you know Steve Gillespie?
Yes, dude. Steve is. We worked together in Oklahoma. Steve's a great dude.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'm sure you guys would know a lot of these guys.
Matter of fact, 2004, it was me as the MC, Chris Fairbanks as a feature, and you as the headliner at the Little Rock Funny Bone. Yeah.
Little Rock. Man, that was an epic week. That was just unbelievable.
Yeah,
every part of that week.
That was a crazy, crazy week.
Everything except for the shows themselves. But
yeah, that was like the low point of the entire week. But everything else was just absolute lunacy.
We got to do shows.
I remember, the club was just giving away alcohol, not only to the comics, but also to pretty much everybody in the neighborhood.
Have a fishbowl.
So hang on, I was there for 4 weeks.
That's why they lasted like a month.
Exactly, but I was there for 4 weeks in a row. I can't remember. Was our week? Was that the week that the Razorbacks had the game that kept going into overtime and we couldn't start the show?
Oh, yeah. We're talking about 18 years ago, but that sounds about right.
Because it's the longest college football game in history. Yeah. It was Arkansas versus Ole Miss, and it was 17 overtimes. Yeah. And we had done the first show one night, and the second show. This is happening, and they keep tying at the end of it, and it's Arkansas. They don't have shit else except the Razorbacks, and it was our week because we were all sitting out in the lobby with the crowd because they wouldn't even go in the showroom, and we were watching, and I remember it was me, you, and Fairbanks going, oh, my God, I hope they win because if they lose, this entire city's going to be fucking livid.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, that was us.
Those are the worst.
Oh man, yeah, that was such a crazy week. I remember losing my guitar at some point, and we went all over the town trying to find it. And it turns out it was in my hotel, and it was like a whole bunch of mishaps like that.
We were staying right above a Firehouse Subs. That was the first time I'd ever had a Firehouse Sub.
Oh yeah.
It was weird. It was sort of like there was there was like a lofts or something like that, or some kind of weird apartment.
And then there was that really skeezy bar that was like 13 blocks away that sold burgers till 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah. And then do you remember? I remember one time on probably the most hungover Friday morning I've ever had in my life. The main guy, I think his name was Jeff, was a really nice guy, but he took us to radio. And then he's bringing us back, and I had a huge headache. All I wanted to do was go home. And I realized this trip has taken about 30 minutes longer than it did to get there. And I go, hey, are we taking a long way? And he goes, well, I wanted to show you guys the Dillard's headquarters. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like,
okay, here's a funny story.
But Dillard's headquarters.
Dillard's headquarters. It's worth going out the way for.
Me and that guy, we butted that guy Jeff. Me and that guy, we butted heads during that month that I was the house
to the
MC.
Macy's Museum.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, he was just an ass, and we butted heads during that, and then a year after that, I walk into the Houston Improv, and guess who's the new GM of the Houston Improv?
Wait, not that
wow.
Yes, Jeff fucking yes, him. This is where my beef with Jeff started. Was that month in Little Rock with him?
Oh.
So the Houston Improv, a room that I worked monthly, I am now out of, and he hates me, and it's all because of Little Rock. When I was like, "Hey man, can you just get the fuck out of my ass, please?"
That's
Like,
funny. I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh man,
Dude.
Yeah, I didn't know him that well. I just remember that he was putting up with a lot of my shit, which I was like, okay, good. But yeah, no, fuck him.
we were putting up with a lot of his shit, McCokerson.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, I mean, I literally think it's been 18 years. I think that was 2003, man.
That's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
man.
Dude, we all
That's amazing.
We both got DWIs right after that.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's right. 2004 was mine. Yeah,
all
and
Me
then,
too.
yeah,
we all go back
Blade,
to
it's
about that era, I think.
Yep.
it's been about that long since I've done the
I
Beaumont
was
gigs,
learning
too.
about shapes during that time, so that's great. I was like, oh, the square doesn't go in the circle hole. That's crazy.
Yeah, we were,
Yeah, but that could have been last week. Come on.
Yeah.
Henry, it's
He's alive. No.
it makes me happy to see your face. You're an always welcome guest here on the Whiskey Brothers. But
Yeah,
anytime you
brother.
come through
Yes, too.
Houston, you know your family. I'm happy you're married, and I'm happy things are going well.
Hey man, before you 55, you gotta have that threesome in that truck.
That's
All right.
That's our bet. That's our deal.
we're gonna send.
You
It
gonna
has to
fuck?
be in the truck, huh?
Yeah,
we're
don't you ain't gotta tell your wife. Do it in like Arkansas, some shit where they ain't got nothing going on.
Trey's got a
Okay.
starter PDF that we'll get you. We'll get to you. Henry Phillips,
Step
easy to
one,
find
bisexual wife.
on social media at Henlips. And I know Henry's Kitchen on YouTube. Where else can they find you?
Yeah, Twitter is Henlips and YouTube Henry. You can actually, if you want to tell people, they can YouTube everything we talked about. You can go to Henry's Kitchen, The Highwayman Show, and the movies are on Amazon. Just put in Henry Phillips, and
It'll
if
get
it
you.
doesn't lead you there,
Punch
then what
and
the hell have
Clown?
I been doing for 25 years?
Fucking the clown.
Punching the Clown
Yeah.
is on Amazon.
Punch in the Clown is on Amazon.
yeah,
Watch it
yeah,
at
that's on
night.
Amazon. All you need is a Amazon membership, and you can watch that one for free. So that's good.
That's
Watching it
I'm a big
tonight.
fan of everything you do. Please keep
Thanks,
us
Slade.
posted. And Henry, we love you to death. Cheers, brother. Thanks for being
Nice.
here.
Love you guys too, and let's hope next time we do this, I'm in town with you guys.
100% in person,
Absolutely.
wherever it is.
Nice
Cheers.
to meet you, Henry.
Hey, nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
All right.
We're going to take a quick break. The Whiskey Brothers special is on Amazon. Also, Henry Phillips, our guest. I did that shot, my mouth started to water, and I'm trying to get the last little bit out.
Yo, you gonna get married. I can't wait. And Rob's gonna officiate the wedding.
So we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back because I want to finish this conversation we started about Miami. You can finish this one too. You guys watching, don't go anywhere. We'll let Sam and Trey chat with y'all for just a moment.
It was Joe Girls Bar. It was.
You guys hang tight. Sam and Trey, we'll be right back on the Whiskey Brothers
Sam.
podcast.
Let's get him a hat for his birthday.
That just says groom.
That's Yo, and he would wear it. As long as it's got that gas station style, he gonna wear that motherfucker.
We need to get him the one from Squidbillies. This is like free hat limit one.
Some shit like that. That would be, yeah. I thought about getting him one that says Slade Runner Ham.
Slade Runner Ham. All right. Okay.
Named after his son.
Ah. Okay, look. The marriage is a long shot. The kids, that
Bro.
ship has sailed.
Bro. What, he got a vasectomy?
Huh?
He got a vasectomy?
He just ain't gonna do it.
You know, it ain't his body. Trust me. He from Beaumont. I'm gonna fuck up in his system.
Let me tell you
He
something.
can't get
Let me
rid
tell
of
you
it.
something. I know him better than anybody.
I know you do.
And he is not ready to love anybody more than he loves himself.
Oh, this is what you don't understand. Okay, it don't take love to fucking procreate. He gonna fuck
Takes a
up.
mistake.
He gonna fuck up out of town. It's gonna be one of these overseas women. I'm telling you.
Let me tell you something. How many colossal mistakes have you known Slade to make?
Okay,
he
Rich
fucks up little shit.
putting Rich on the show. Putting Rich on the show.
He fucks up little shit.
We got a couple of missing episodes. We got some episodes that just didn't make it. Lemon Beard, we don't even know where the fuck that's at.
And here's the thing: if he ever did knock some girl up, he can make her cry enough to kill the baby. He's my best friend's a horrible person.
No, I know, but that shit
He's actually a great person.
shit gonna slow down at 55.
At
That's what I'm
55,
saying. I'm saying this is a late experience. Yeah, he still got energy.
You think I'm gonna
You
have
see
a
how
nephew at 55?
You see how hard he walked? when that hard walk slow down, we like, man, the floors ain't. The floors ain't pounding.
He walks hard. He walks fast, and he's got a fucked up knee.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So when you hear that, when we hear that shit slow down, we like, he finna knock a bitch up. It's finna be a sad day. I ain't saying he gonna be there. I don't think he'd be a good father. I'm just saying it's gonna be residue Slade in the world.
If he had a son, I think he'd be an amazing father. If he had
a son,
if he had a daughter, I think the daughter's better if he just abandons her and leaves.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's really
if
true.
He just goes
He'd
to
be a bad
Australia.
influence on the daughter, but son, it would be a whole other.
No little girl needs to look up to that dude whatsoever.
Yeah.
But if he had a son, dude,
it would change him. Though.
Yo, you'd see his entire personality change. He would have something that he could pump energy and knowledge into, and that's all the motherfucker tries to do. You know, he would love it.
We're talking about it, man. Me and Shay been talking about it.
You know talking about having kids?
I'm like getting to a point where I think I want at least 1 or 2 kids. And I've told her, I'm like, babe, I want kids. I don't know if it's with you, but I know I want kids.
Oh, bro. let me tell you something. And this is just no bullshit.
Okay, go ahead.
You need to stick with that one.
I know.
Y'all are the right kind of crazy that just fits like a puzzle piece. And I mean, dude, especially if I
love that lady.
If you get tired of it, she lets you just go and find something else. Don't go nowhere.
You're right.
However,
I love her, but I don't think
this is the nicest thing you ever said about her.
I really I don't say it enough. I really love my wife, really do. It's the reason we're gonna be married 6 years. This year we've been together 15 years. She's that's my dude, man. I love Shay so fucking much.
I'll give it to you, man. I understand it. She is cool as fuck.
She is the fucking best.
She is cool as fuck.
But I had to explain to her this weekend, babe, I love these hoes as well. I don't love them as much as I love you.
But she lets you do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one person in particular. She's told me. She said, if anything happens, I'm done, I'm gone, and I might murder both of you. So I can't do that. But it's like,
oh, if that's the one bitch you've got to give up out of the fucking 3 billion on this planet, shut the fuck up.
But nigga, bonds is not. A bond is not. That shit isn't. You don't get that. You don't get 3 billion bonds. You get a couple of those a lifetime.
You don't get 3 billion bonds, but you know what? You get 3 billion pros and cons.
That's true.
And when the con is that fucking heavy, this bitch gotta go. Block you out my phone. I don't fucking know you. Fuck off.
She's.
Look at what you would lose.
Shay is it took hearing other people's perspective of what I have for me to absorb it and appreciate it. You know what I mean? For real, all the shit that happens, you end up feeling like not saying feel like it's supposed to happen, but you can't even, it's happening so fast and it's happening, so quickly, you don't even have a chance to get engulfed in it. You're just wow, I can't, you know what I mean? I'm married to this lady.
So you're 28. 29.
Just turned 29.
Am
I still young?
Yes.
Talk to me,
yes.
for real.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I had my first and only child at 28.
Gotcha.
And it wasn't planned and whatnot. Sometimes people give me shit like, "Oh, you had an oops baby," and I'm just like, "Motherfucker, I'm a black man from the 4th largest city in America, and I had my first child at 28." I was like, "I'm on a fucking museum."
I made it. Yeah.
29, bro. Most people would say, "Oh, 25." No, you're right there at that perfect time. I mean, the kid can graduate high school. You won't even be 50. You know what I mean? And you're out, and you still got some years to enjoy some shit. If you're gonna do it, I think you have a good spot to do it. I don't like to be that cliche motherfucker who's like, "Oh, it's the best thing that'll happen to you in life." Blah 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 blah. It's not. In that delivery room is the scariest moment you ever have in your fucking life.
Seeing that shit,
it's fucking terrifying.
It's traumatizing.
Jerry, you're shaking your head, but you had 2 motherfuckers who do it again. I don't understand y'all.
I want to be successful enough to be like, I can't be there. I'm on tour. Like that's all.
I'm shaking my head because Trey's too late.
Oh.
Don't fucking do it.
But you know what, man? It's so cool because, like, dude, my daughter is completely cool with, like, you know, yeah, Dad's not here all the time and this, that, and the other, but I call her from places, I bring her this stuff back from places. And
In her life, yeah.
And she's like, I get it. I understand why he's not here. He's not anywhere. It's not that he's not spending time with me. He's not spending time with nobody. Like, this motherfucker lives out of a goddamn suitcase. I get it. And you know, and then like anything I miss, I always come in and I make sure I make up for. Like the first time I missed one of her birthdays, I walked her into a Toys R Us with a credit card and I said, pick out whatever the fuck you want. Because she was like, I've never even been to a Toys R Us before. Whoa. And then she ran through and she was just doing shit, and I was like, all right, slow down, bitch.
You can miss all the birthdays you want, Dad.
I do know I only want daughters. I don't want a son for shit.
Save it. Okay, let's come.
Here's the thing. Oh God,
I know. I know.
I'm gonna say you're right because I have one and I think it's fucking amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
But God, I wish I had
Just a
fucking
son for
yes.
Nah,
I can
I'm
only say
good.
this as someone who has 5 nieces and a nephew. Finally.
Hey man, you get married.
Hey man,
Just slow them
I
down.
feel like y'all had a meeting at my
You
restaurant.
get married.
I feel like
Just
y'all had
get
a meeting
married.
at my restaurant.
We're
about
calling
what
it
we're-
now. You're gonna be
Oh, we
50,
did.
55 years old. You're gonna get married. You're gonna have a slave run a ham, and you gotta name him Slave Run a Ham.
Actually, you know what? Start this up. We'll go into what we were talking about.
Yeah, slaves triggered. Fuck right
You
off.
about to
I'm not-
die, so it ain't no That's not even playing your future that you ain't gonna be at. You gonna die of dehydration.
I wouldn't listen to any of this, Rob. I'm on your side. This weird how this musical chairs.
You're right,
liaison.
Rob gonna
That's
die
what Rob
stirring
said.
chili.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. We're the Whiskey Brothers. Woo! Special thanks to our guest Henry Phillips at Henlips on Twitter. But you can
I'm gonna
find
die like fucking Mr.
Fred
Bean.
Sanford, motherfucker.
you can find all of his projects, The Highwayman and Henry's Kitchen, on YouTube. I encourage you highly to go watch.
They gonna
Henry's
finish
Kitchen.
the stir with your bald head.
So here's what I
Rob's
want.
gonna die like Obi-Wan.
Here's what he's gonna just fade into nothing, and then
His bowling shirt's gonna fall on the ground.
and his blue ghost form is gonna show up everywhere we go.
It's gonna be bowling shirt
Some
and fans.
admonition of just yes.
It's gonna
but then
sound like a wind commercial when
Ghost
that nigga
Rob is gonna just.
Oh, would you say a wind commercial?
wind commercial.
There's a commercial
Slade.
for wind.
All right,
Slade, fuck your God, Slade.
they're chatting on Twitch, and I have quite. All right, what's Slade? Let's take bets on what Slade's wife's name is. No, we're
Maybe
not
Oh,
doing
Straight
that.
up
shit. No, it's gonna be a foreign bitch.
A foreign bitch.
Natalia.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. She's gonna
This
be
is a
Russian.
Denise gets close to the ring. A
Nah.
No,
Denise.
Svetlana. It's
Svetlana is too. Why would I marry a
No, it's gonna be
textbook
some
Russian?
because it's gonna be some hot fucking Ukrainian
And
Natalia.
I'm that shallow.
who came.
Natalia.
No, she's gonna be smoking hot, and she's over here, and she's gonna meet you.
What's she over
and
here
She
doing?
needs a green card,
Yeah, waiting
and
for a
you're
green
just
card.
and you need
Yeah,
to
I know
just
that.
stop.
What's she over here doing?
He gonna meet a bitch that's from Russian
Looking
Beaumont.
for you.
Yeah,
Russian Beaumont.
Russian Beaumont. She's gonna be bad
That's
to the
Ukraine.
motherfucker. Exactly, Ukraine.
This was not the subject matter of this segment.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll humor y'all for the sake of. But what is she over here doing? She's in this. Was she waitressing somewhere? Because no,
Are there
Nah,
waffle
she-
houses in the Ukraine?
I will stab you with a pen.
I can't wait to see it.
She's gonna come over. She's gonna be some
Borscht
hot
House.
YouTube star who like
No,
she
you
she
already.
does
know.
hot,
You know-
hot
how long
videos
do you
of
think
them.
that would last? How long do you think that would last? A day and a half?
The rest of your life, you doing this at 55.
Hang on,
So what
hang
the
on.
fuck you talking about? You gonna marry this bitch till you're 61.
Hang on, Trey. I got this.
So, okay, go ahead. My bad. You've known him longer.
She's gonna come over. She's gonna be this smoking hot YouTube star. She's got content or whatever, but she's going to be
content.
Hang on. She's going to be doing it wrong, and you're gonna see this smoking hot chick, and you're gonna be like, "Here's how to fix what you're doing," and y'all gonna go through it, and then you're gonna be both of y'all gonna be making so much money off this fucking channel because you're just gonna be like, "Yo, I got this," and it's gonna be a marketable, it's gonna be a project, and then she's gonna somehow
Let me tell you why
melt
you're wrong.
your frozen fucking
Let
heart.
me tell you why you're wrong. I stopped fixing chicks a minute ago.
You stop, but
No, you stopped
hang on.
saving
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
bitches
whoa, whoa,
a
whoa,
minute
whoa, whoa,
ago.
whoa, 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 whoa. Slade, you stop
outta
fixing chicks. There's gonna be nothing wrong with her. There's gonna be something wrong with her business model, and you're not done fixing business models.
Okay, damn it.
You're not done fixing business models.
So I'm not going into this romantically.
Come on,
I'm
let's
just
do
going
it.
into
You're
this-
going into it to make some fucking dough,
Let's
and then
go,
as y'all
Sam.
start working together, she's gonna be smoking hot. And
go.
it's just gonna be like,
Shut up,
you know
backpack
what?
Yoda.
I love it. He sounded like a king finally.
You're gonna be like,
just
why
had
am
his
I
hand
in this? Why am I in this for 10% when I could be in for 50%? And she's smoking hot from the
No.
Ukraine. Doesn't
No.
speak that much English. Fucking yeah.
Look at Trey. Trey is so fucked up right now. He's drunker than a fucking idiot. Look at,
I'm agreeing
you,
with him.
you haven't had a drink in fucking 2 months, and you had 3 shots, and all of a sudden,
I didn't know you
You're
were on the
goddamn-
podcast this week.
Yeah.
You said some shit, Rob.
yeah, you're on a you're like a goddamn.
I want to hear more about how
While
you gonna
y'all
make
were out-
Slade run a ham.
While y'all were out, he was talking about you have a kid. I go, that'll never happen. And then he said he goes, I think Slade would be a terrible father. And I backed it up and I said, I think if Slade had a son, if you had somebody that you could put your brain into, I think Slade would be the greatest father in the world. I think if Slade had a daughter, I think the best thing for that daughter is for Slade to just go, I'm signing my rights away, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and I'm going to Australia.
No. Y'all are
Rob,
so
give
wrong.
me that hat.
Dude, if you had a son, that would be the greatest fucking...
Bro, no, you know what? Here's what's messed up. I would probably raise a daughter even better.
son.
Stop it, you
Slade's son right here. Right out of the fucking right out of the fucking emergency room.
Hand me this hat with faith that I'm not
No,
gonna hit
his
you.
son is gonna turn like 12 years old. And you go, Dad, you can't.
That's my son.
I can't
That's
tell
my
you,
son
Dad.
right there. I'm raising this one and I'm done.
raising Trey and that's it.
I already raised this jackass. He didn't get out of the house. He was fucking 35.
Raise me, Slade.
I got you. I got Grandpa living in the basement like we're king of queens.
I can't wait.
Uncle Fester.
Raise me, man.
You are out.
I'm so prepped to headline bar gigs, I can't fucking wait.
No, I prepped you for El Paso and I kicked your ass out. That's it. That's it. Now Jerry Stiller can scream at you for the. I've never headlined El Paso.
Oh yeah. So
the point is,
Jerry's
Hang on
stomach.
1 second, though. Hang on.
Jerry's stomach is
Hang on 1 second. Is that scenario that I thought of? Is that completely out of the realm of possibility?
so I would
do,
never,
yo,
dude.
yo.
I would raise a girl baby
No,
way better than a boy
I'm talking
baby.
about the Ukrainian fucking chick that
Right.
you were like, you come in to fix the business model and you just end
Bro,
up like,
listen, there is an
there's a little bit of glimmer
Can I-
out there.
I just gotta say this. There is an undeniable bitch for everyone. I've yet to find her. But there is a undeniable bitch for everyone. And I'm telling you, like he knows.
You're in denial,
Ukraine.
motherfucker. You found her.
No. I
But
just,
you
I
gotta-
got a.
You've recorded your White Album. Just stop fucking trying, all right? You got it.
You've got to understand though.
Here's a bit of truth. My wife not gonna live long. She don't got the work ethic to be 60. You know what I mean?
You just hang around people who are
I'm
gonna
be
die.
you know the widow I'm gonna be?
Do you know the likelihood of suicide?
I tell
Widow.
bitches to hold on. This bitch ain't gonna make it. She love bacon.
So-
like, what the fuck are you talking about?
here's but
You
it's
know what?
honestly-
Me and your wife, we're gonna haunt you, motherfucker.
Oh my
We're
god.
gonna fucking stomp you around on
Oh
the.
no, I don't want to
Oh.
fucking hear you shuffling
It is-
around,
it is just- you
complaining
gonna-
about salt on grass.
You gonna hear
I'm
boo,
not.
and the kitchen's gonna smell like salt.
My
That's
ears
all
hurt.
That's all I
My
know.
ears hurt. I'm haunting you, motherfucker.
This all I'm be hearing. Is that beans and chili? It's gonna be both of them though. Did you just put beans and chili, nigga? Shay, get out of here.
Could have been either ghost. Either ghost. Look, the point
Oh,
is,
Can't
Lord.
get canceled in heaven.
y'all are a long way.
Oh, that's a fucking t-shirt. Oh, goddamn. You
Can't
get canceled in heaven? Oh,
Bro, I'll write that.
that's something.
you know-
Or hell.
I don't know what
Or
that
hell
is.
for that
no,
matter.
God, then you got to ruin it with the or hell. God damn it.
Nope. I'm writing it down just
You
like this. I
can't
don't care
get
if it's
canceled
2
in
weeks.
heaven. That's fucking
Rob,
beautiful.
That's
solid as fuck.
That's
very Republican.
And
Let me
somewhere
ask you
you can hear Lucifer go thud. But my point is,
Let me ask you something. Okay, this happened on last episode when I said that Houston swings a big bat for hot women, and you said we'll revisit this. Let's talk about cities with hot women,
sadly,
sir.
we're out of time.
I've only been to 2 cities.
We're
Bro, them Austin bitches.
we're literally gonna have to bookmark this. This is the.
Oh, okay.
This
We're gonna get there.
Can we save this?
Absolutely.
This is the Bob Biggerstaff of topics.
yeah.
We ran out of time.
So all right, we're the Whiskey Brothers. We're on Twitch.
Which,
That's,
by the way, I've got something for you.
okay. The now or later.
I'll tell you later.
Can I
Okay.
say on something right now? I just want to say I appreciate you guys for helping me and giving me this to grow and be a better person. Like, I really had time to reflect when I was in Miami. And I just want to say, if I haven't said it, I want to say I appreciate all 3 of you for just bringing me in and
rushing
being,
into your life while you were covered in 5 chicks? You were like, I'm not gonna make it.
It was
And
5
this was
different
one of
pussies.
the-
Yeah, I
this
was
is
what
like the
happens
last
when he
chapter
actually
that
drinks.
flashed through your flashed.
No,
through your
I
head,
was
so
getting
it's
my
fresh.
face rolled, and I was like, when I get back, I want to make sure I let them know that I fucking appreciate them. If
Brother.
I haven't told y'all that. Thank you guys.
Love you the
I
most.
really love you guys. Thank you guys.
Love you
Cheers,
too,
man.
man.
To you guys watching, we love y'all back. We're gonna put
No,
this
what are
episode.
you? I ain't drinking that.
I'll do it.
All
Bro,
right,
that's
cool.
love. That's love in that glass.
That ain't-
That's love in that
that's
glass.
That's the whole
Slave running
reason why you're
ham.
To
saying nice
Jerry
things
Wayne
right now.
Longmire and
That's-
Adam,
that's your
Adam
son.
Taylor on the 1s and 2s, 3s,
Put a
and 4s.
hat on this motherfucker.
They got shot glasses, one for T over here. Thank you to Adam Armstrong and the liquor
He'll
that
fuck
has made
Scotty
this possible.
Peterson out of some money.
Young Trey Tutson, another year older. We'll see you guys on another episode soon.
Thank you guys.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.